Twitch levels contain evil coins that we can't avoid by simply platforming around them. Luckily, most of the coins in the game can be easily avoided. As the name of the game implies, Super Mario 3D Land is, well, in 3D. This not only gives us cool 3D visuals, but actually a whole new dimension for additional coin dodgery. Nonetheless, there are 3 spots in the game where at least at first glance, dodging coins is completely impossible. A whopping 7 of them are located in 5-2, because the local coins there act like some sort of broken doorkeeper that tries to pay us if we want to enter a room. In 5-5, there are 2 enemies that live close to the flagpole, which can't be removed. And finally, there are 4 coins that settle down in a narrow corridor in 7-4. Those are all the coins in the game that don't have an obvious solution to avoid them. And those are the places that make beating the game pointless impossible. We will take a closer look at those spots in a moment, but first let's talk about coins in Super Mario 3D Land in general, because the game features a couple of problematic extra coin collecting mechanisms. First, the flagpoles at the end of each stage are no friends in this game, because whenever we touch a flagpole, we're punished with shameful coins. The only way to end the stage without any coin collecting accidents is by hitting the top of the flagpole, since the top of the flag rewards a delicious one-up instead of run destroying coins. This alone wouldn't be much of a problem if it wasn't for another problem. When we touch a flagpole, all enemies that are close to the flagpole transform into unnecessary coins that are immediately collected. This means that we have to find a way to get rid of all enemies close to the flagpole, while still being able to hit the top of the flagpole. Sometimes that's surprisingly difficult for several reasons. One of them is that Super Mario 3D Land features no normal enemies, because all enemies in the game are actually just evil coins in disguise. As soon as we defeat an enemy, we are immediately punished with coins. Worst of all, the enemies don't drop the coins, but immediately add them to the coin counter. So whenever we have to defeat one of Bowser's minions, we face a problem. Luckily, there is one mechanic in the game that allows us to circumvent this: the Fire Flower. For some strange reason, enemies that are defeated by a fireball don't add their coins immediately to the coin counter, but drop their inner coins just somewhere into the world. So we often want to wear the funky Fire Flower outfit so that we're able to get rid of enemies that block our path. But we also want to wear the Tanuki suit in most stages, since we really need the extra platforming options it provides. Luckily, 3D Land allows us to store an additional power-up that we can conjure at will by tapping the lower screen. So power-up setup for the whole run is a Tanuki suit and a Fire Flower, which we're able to pick up in the first 2 levels. The next threat to our run is our old friend, the timer. As soon as we finish a stage, the seconds left on the clock show their true evil nature and transform into troublesome coins. Luckily, this is surprisingly simple to solve. The seconds transform into coins at a ratio of 10 to 1. So 10 seconds left are 1 coin. All that we have to do in a full run of the game is to wait at the end of the stage for the timer to be below 10 seconds, and then we're finally able to end each level coinless. Hooray! Finally, there is one more trick that comes in handy when dodging all the shiny troublemakers: the Tanuki wall jump. Wall jumping while wearing a Tanuki suit is incredibly powerful in 3D Land. It allows us to skip tons of obstacles in the game, and sometimes we're even able to sequence break complete stages because of the incredible height we're able to obtain by wall jumping into a Tanuki flutter. Okay, so that are the basics. Next, let's take a look at the doorkeeper coins in 5-2. 5-2 is structured like a Zelda dungeon. The camera is always top down, and we have to platform through different dangerous rooms. The problem here is that most doors are besieged by a bunch of worthless coins. First, there are 3 coins in front of a small passageway. Then there is 1 coin that blocks the path to the checkpoint, followed by 2 floating coins that make themselves comfortable directly in front of the doorway. And finally, there are another 2 stinky coins on the ground in another doorway. The reason why those coins are so troublesome is because the passageways are so low that it isn't possible just to simply jump over the coins. Nonetheless, a couple of those coins can still be avoided. While it is not possible to just jump over the last 2 coins in the section, it is luckily still possible to avoid them. It took me a bit of tinkering, but a well-timed long jump gets the job done here. Next, the 2 floating coins. All that we have to do here is to make use of the awesome Tanuki suit flatter abilities. This allows us to get enough height to just flatter over them. The next coin is where stuff becomes difficult. This shiny yet deadly coin is placed in a small hole. The huge problem here is that the exit is so low that we can't just jump over to the next room. But if we jump into the hole, then we aren't able to hop into the next room without picking up stupid shiny currency. Removing this coin took me forever, but luckily there is still a way to make it through the section without acquiring any unwanted wealth. The trick is Tanuki suit roll long jumping. While Mario wears Tanuki suit, he isn't able to roll, but he does a tail attack instead when we hit the roll button. If we jump while we're tail swiping, then Mario hops while still